Hello all and welcome back. Today we rank all of the Superman animated movies from worst to best. There isn't a bad movie on this list, and they range from just about decent to good to God tier. Remember, just my opinion, not the right opinion, and I'd love to hear yours in the comments. 8th place, Superman vs. the Elite. A standalone animated movie based on the comic Superman What's So Funny About Truth, Justice, and the American Way. And yeah, it's fine. Hot take, but I think the comic, like the movie, is fine but a little overrated and just not for me. But I see what they're going for in its message. I think it would have worked better as an episode or two in the 90s Superman animated series rather than a full-on movie. Superman is awesome as always. The Elite have never done much for me, but everything works from animation to soundtrack to make up this fine movie. 7th place, Superman Brainiac Attacks. The only DCAU movie on this list, and yeah, it's a fine, nearly good, with Superman going up against Brainiac featuring the classic cast of Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, and others. Everything is consistent and just works. 6th place, Superman Unbound. The first truly good animated movie, and another standalone animated movie. Superman Unbound, based on the awesome Superman Brainiac comic, a favorite of mine. However, despite having awesome heroes in Superman and Supergirl, villains in Brainiac, and animation, designs, and soundtrack, two things hold it back and steps down from the comic it's based on. One is it doesn't have the post-crisis death of Jonathan Kent, which was a highlight of the comic, and it didn't lead to new Krypton Saga sequels like the comic did. 5th place, All-Star Superman. Another good entry based on my favorite solo Superman comic of all, being All-Star Superman, but like the previous entry, it misses out some of my favorite things from the comic. Let's start with the positives, being Superman, Lex Luthor, the sidecast, and the fact they really nailed the parts of the comic it told in both art direction and story from beginning to end. The negative thing being it should have been a two-part adaptation, as it missed out two of my favorite parts of the comic, being the Superman-Olsen War part where Jimmy transforms into Doomsday, and the Bizarro and Bizarro World parts. That said, everything it did adapt from the comic was done to perfection. 4th place, Superman Man of Tomorrow. Now the first great movie on this list, and the movie that started the Tomorrowverse DCAMU. It's a good Superman origin story where he comes to Metropolis, meets Lois Lane and allies Lobo, sort of, and the Martian Manhunter and battles villains Lex Luthor and Parasite in a great fun movie and start to the Tomorrowverse. 3rd place, Superman Doomsday. Another great entry which attempts the death and return of Superman comic book storyline. And yeah, everything about it is pretty great, from Superman and his death done to perfection, to villains Doomsday, Lex Luthor, Toyman, and the evil clone Superman with many epic battles, ending with the return of Superman in his signature black outfit, of course. Yeah, it's a near-perfect, slightly rushed version of the comic storyline that I'd say is slightly better and less dragged out with awesome designs, animation, and soundtrack. 2nd place, Superman Red Sun. A standalone, perfect adaptation of the Superman Red Sun Elseworlds comic where Superman lands in a Soviet country instead of the American and becomes a figurehead of the Soviet Union, battling the American Lex Luthor, who becomes the President, Batman, and Brainiac, as well as encountering other heroes and adapting the best parts of the comic with perfect animation and designs, and I'd say the first God-tier entry on this list. Joint top place, Death of Superman and Reign of the Supermen. A epic duo of movies starring Superman and the Justice League based off the 90s death and return of Superman's story arc, but I think these movies do the story much better. Death of Superman is Superman, the Justice League, along with Lex Luthor battling Doomsday, ending like the comic with Superman and Doomsday epically killing each other. Reign of the Supermen has 4 Supermen appear to replace him, being Superboy, Steel, the Eradicator, and Cyborg Superman, as it's revealed Cyborg Superman is working to the universe big bad Darkseid, and eventually, as Superman epically returns in his black suit and teams up with the heroes, they stop Cyborg Superman and his invasion. For me, easily the best Superman animated movies. Thinking about it, I probably should have included some more movies where, despite Superman not being the only main title character, I should have included. Maybe another redo video down the line. Thanks for tuning in. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, this is the Easy Nerd, signing off.